Earth is the largest and densest of the inner planets, the only one known to have current geological activity, and the only place where life is known to exist. Its liquid hydrosphere is unique among the terrestrial planets, and it is the only planet where plate tectonics has been observed. Earth's atmosphere is radically different from those of the other planets, having been altered by the presence of life to contain 21% free oxygen. It has one natural satellite, the Moon, the only large satellite of a terrestrial planet in the solar system. Traveling to Mars at a distance of approximately 58 million kilometers. Mars is smaller than Earth and Venus. It possesses an atmosphere of mostly carbon dioxide with a surface pressure of 6.1 millibars. Its surface, peppered with vast volcanoes, such as Olympus Mons, and rift valleys, such as Valles Marineris, shows geological activity that may have persisted until as recently as 2 million years ago. Its red color comes from iron oxide in its soil. Mars has two tiny natural satellites, Deimos and Phobos, thought to be captured asteroids. Traveled to Venus at a distance of approximately 98 million kilometers. Venus is close in size to Earth and, like Earth, has a thick silicate mantle around an iron core, a substantial atmosphere, and evidence of internal geological activity. It is much drier than Earth, and its atmosphere is 90 times as dense. Venus has no natural satellites. It is the hottest planet, most likely due to the amount of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. No definitive evidence of current geological activity has been detected on Venus, but it has no magnetic field that would prevent depletion of its substantial atmosphere, which suggests that its atmosphere is being replenished by volcanic eruptions. Traveling to the Sun at a distance of approximately 108 million kilometers. The Sun is the solar system's star and by far its most massive component. Its large mass produces temperatures and densities in its core high enough to sustain nuclear fusion of hydrogen into helium, making it a main sequence star. This releases an enormous amount of energy, mostly radiated into space as electromagnetic radiation peaking in visible light. Traveling to Jupiter at a distance of approximately 649 million kilometers. Jupiter at 318 Earth masses, is 2.5 times the mass of all the other planets put together. It is composed largely of hydrogen and helium. Jupiter's strong internal heat creates semi-permanent features in its atmosphere, such as cloud bands and the Great Red Spot. Jupiter has 67 known satellites. The four largest, Ganymede, Callisto, Io, and Europa, show similarities to the terrestrial planets, such as volcanism and internal heating. Ganymede, the largest satellite in the solar system, is larger than Mercury. Traveling to Saturn at a distance of approximately 1,427 million kilometers. Saturn, distinguished by its extensive ring system, has several similarities to Jupiter, such as its atmospheric composition and magnetosphere. Although Saturn has 60% of Jupiter's volume, it is less than a third as massive, at 95 Earth masses. Saturn is the only planet of the solar system that is less dense than water. The rings of Saturn are made up of small ice and rock particles. Saturn has 62 confirmed satellites composed largely of ice. Two of these, Titan and Enceladus, show signs of geological activity. Titan, the second largest moon in the solar system, is larger than Mercury and the only satellite in the solar system with a substantial atmosphere.
Traveling to Mercury at a distance of approximately 695 million kilometers. Mercury is the smallest and innermost planet in the solar system. Its orbital period, about 88 Earth days, is less than any other planet in the solar system. Seen from Earth, it appears to move around its orbit in about 116 days. It has no known natural satellites. It is named after the Roman deity Mercury, the messenger to the gods. Partly because it has almost no atmosphere to retain heat, Mercury's surface temperature varies diurnally more than any other planet in the solar system, ranging from 100 K, 173 degrees C, 280 degree F, at night to 700 K, 427 degrees Celsius, 800 degrees Fahrenheit, during the day in some equatorial regions. The poles are constantly below 180 K, 93 degrees C, 136 degree F. Mercury's axis has the smallest tilt of any of the solar system's planets, about 130 degree, and its orbital eccentricity is the largest of all known planets in the solar system. At aphelion, Mercury is about 1.5 times as far from the Sun as it is at perihelion. Mercury's surface is heavily cratered and similar in appearance to the Moon, indicating that it has been geologically inactive for billions of years. Traveling to the Neptune at a distance of approximately 4,407 million kilometers. Neptune, 30.10, though slightly smaller than Uranus, is more massive, equivalent to 17 Earths, and hence more dense. It radiates more internal heat, but not as much as Jupiter or Saturn. Neptune has 14 known satellites. The largest, Triton, is geologically active, with geysers of liquid nitrogen. Triton is the only large satellite with a retrograde orbit. Neptune is accompanied in its orbit by several minor planets, termed Neptune Trojans, that are in 1:1 resonance with it. Traveling to Urano at a distance of approximately 1,705 million kilometers. Uranus, 19.20, at 14 Earth masses, is the lightest of the outer planets. Uniquely among the planets, it orbits the Sun on its side. Its axial tilt is over 90 degrees to the ecliptic. It has a much colder core than the other giant planets and radiates very little heat into space. Uranus has 27 known satellites, the largest ones being Titania, Oberon, Umbriel, Ariel, and Miranda. Traveling to Pluto at a distance of approximately 2,694 million kilometers. The dwarf planet Pluto, 39O average, is the largest known object in the Kuiper belt. When discovered in 1930, it was considered to be the 9th planet. This changed in 2006 with the adoption of a formal definition of planet. Pluto has a relatively eccentric orbit inclined 17 degrees to the ecliptic plane and ranging from 29.70 from the Sun at perihelion, within the orbit of Neptune, to 49.50 at aphelion. Pluto has a 3:2 resonance with Neptune, meaning that Pluto orbits twice round the Sun for every 3 Neptunian orbits. Kuiper belt objects whose orbits share this resonance are called Plutinos 105. Charon, the largest of Pluto's moons, is sometimes described as part of a binary system with Pluto, as the two bodies orbit a barycenter of gravity above their surfaces, i.e. they appear to orbit each other. Beyond Charon, 4 much smaller moons, Styx, Nix, Kerberos, and Hydra, orbit within the system.
Traveling to Earth.